Hey YouTube, what's up? Oh, first off, guys, I want to apologize for how long it's been since I made a video last. I know it's been a couple months, and the next video coming out was supposed to be the 100 subscriber giveaway, which we're ready to get going with finally. Hopefully you'll understand. I've been super incredibly busy lately, and as you can see, I'm not in my usual place because currently I'm at home, and did some home time, came home about 9 days ago, and had a bunch of projects to do around the house that have been lingering because we've been having a lot of work done at our house, and the boys' room needed to be put back together. I'm going to hang a bunch of drywall in there. There are going to be pictures that I'm going to include in here of what I've been doing. Also in the garage, had to redo the drywall in there. So been busy getting all that done. All that stuff is back together, and we're going to get ready to head back down to Texas here tomorrow morning. So we'll be back on the road, and we'll be kicking out some more videos. We're going to start out the 100 subscriber giveaway with a couple of exclusive rules, important rules to follow. This will automatically get you disqualified from the giveaway. Okay, so it's important to follow these steps when you're playing the game. Okay, and this is to keep it fair for everybody, and also so that hopefully guys won't give away the answers in the comment section if they would, because it's going to get you disqualified if you do. Okay, so I'm not going to make a big deal about it if people do it. You know, it's not like the end of the world here, but you know, we'd like to keep this fun and engaging for everybody else, and it doesn't really help if people are just giving away, you know, whatever it is that we're, you know, the answers and stuff. So so we're going to start this out like this. When you send your email to me with your answers, it's going to be addressed to Moeller, M-O-E-L-L-E-R, at TexasRepublicLogistics.com. Okay, that's all one word. Okay, in the subject line, you want to put 100 subscriber giveaway contest. Okay, and then this is going to be week one. Okay, so the week one question is this. We're bringing you this information. Okay, there's been a change. So this is kind of an update to my first video that I ever shot, which was out of Burleson, that the rules in Wisconsin were basically, they made a rule change in Wisconsin. We used to be able to go up to Wisconsin and test with your CDL, sort of third-party testing. That's no longer an option, unfortunately, because Wisconsin made a change to the wording of the rules. And it really comes down to money. They, of course, learned and understood that people were not going to school in Wisconsin, but were coming from other states and were testing there and getting CDLs, and they want, you know, so they made it basically now where if you're going to test in Wisconsin, you have to have gone to school through Wisconsin. Now, Millis was able to do this in the past because they run a school out of Wisconsin. That was all they really had to do to technically allow them to do what they've been doing. So they weren't doing anything illegal. They were just kind of, you know, found like a loophole that they could use to their benefit. And, you know, to mine, fortunately, I'm one of the last people apparently that went through that. I guess the rule change took place sometime in April. And I got that information straight from the instructor up there in Richfield. So here's week one's question of the 100 subscriber giveaway. What are the first names of the two instructors that were in Wisconsin that you could use in the past for third-party testing? What were the first names? It's in one of my videos. All you have to do is find those two first names, put those as the answer in your email, and email that information to me. Now, understand, when you send me your email, this is a brand new email address that I just set up. I do not spam you, okay? If you get spam, it's not because I sent it. You know, there's all this email hacking going on all over the place, and I'm hoping this new address will keep you from getting spam. But if you do, I want you to let me know about it, okay? Because I want to see how much spam goes through this. It's sort of a test for me, for one, and it's a brand new email address for me to use. And your guys' will be the first emails to come through there. So that will be week one's question that you can put in for the answer. Now, as to another reason why you haven't seen much video from me is because I have been driving my freaking face off, okay? And it has been a absolutely insane last 2 months of the sequence of events, and it's really come down to driving maximum amount of miles, maximum amount of hours, shutting down and being so wiped out that I just basically have time. I eat, get a shower when on the days that I'm able to get a shower. I try to watch something, lay down and try to relax for a minute. I can't stay awake for about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm out and I'm up and I'm doing the whole thing over again. And I've been running a kind of progressive clock, which has been changing. In other words, my start times of the day has been changing. It's, started out really, really early. I moved to where I was driving all night. That's really hard on your body when you start changing your time of when you operate on a regular basis. So, some of it was just came down to some of the loads I got and when they were going to be delivered and where they were going and stuff. And then some of it was my own, doing and stuff. And I'm always trying to run as early as possible in the day so I can shut down as early as possible, because parking is the biggest issue, one of the biggest issues that you'll find out here. And the earlier in the day you can run and the earlier you can shut down, the better chance you have of finding, decent parking somewhere without having to hassle. And that lets you really maximize your clock, because what you don't want to be doing is running up against your 11 or your 14 or whatever clock is running out of hours, and in the last few minutes trying to find a parking spot. That can really screw you. You want to not have those incidents happen, or you're going to be getting a message from Diana about, going over your hours, and, it's going to cause you lots of issues down the road. So there's that. Worked an accident scene that happened. I got some pictures of it. I did not take pictures of the actual vehicle that was involved in the accident. Trust me, I didn't have time to do it because this happened in a 70 mile per hour speed zone in Mississippi, early AM. And it was a very precarious situation. It was a large sweeping right-hand turn, and it was coming into, as the sun came up, the people were going to have that sun right in their face, and this car was sitting right in the left lane, or this truck was sitting right in the left lane. It was a pickup truck, blocking the entire left lane and sitting halfway in the middle of the right lane. People were coming in, they had no idea that the thing was there until they were right on top of it. So I went out and directed traffic for about 2.5 hours, because it took, believe it or not, from the time we put the call in, 90 minutes for the Mississippi State Trooper to show up and work the scene. And the tow truck driver wouldn't even move off the shoulder to go load the car until the trooper showed up to make it safe. So yeah, there was that. So, it is what it is. I got thanks from the trooper and the two kids that were driving in the truck. It looks like the kid fell asleep at the wheel, hit the guardrail, hit there was like a bridge, and they bounced off of that, totaled the truck. But they're both okay, and all is well that ends well. And it just cost me a few hours of time, but no one else got hurt in that accident, and I was the first one to arrive on it. So I felt like I had to stop and try to make the scene safe by putting out triangles. I actually put out my 3 triangles, and I had one jackass actually run over my first triangle, and I threw my arms up like, "What are you doing, dude?" You could see it. It was right there. He amusingly pulled up next to me and said, "We were in a really bad place. I can't see you. The sun's in my eye." And I'm looking over my shoulder, and there's a whole tree line behind me to the east. And it's still half an hour before the sun has come up over those trees. So the guy was full of shit. He just, wasn't paying attention. But whatever. People are people. All's well that ends well. It cost us a dead triangle to save some people's lives. And if that's all it amounted to, that's a good thing. So is that. So anyway, yeah, it's just been crazy. I've just been driving like mad, don't have much time to do anything, working accident scenes, doing all kinds of weirdness. What's weird is I've just passed, on the 19th of last month, I just passed 10 months at Millis. And in the first 10 months of me driving solo, I think I've been to New York maybe twice the entire time, which makes me real happy. I am not a fan of New York. In the last month, I've been to New York and New Jersey 4 or 5 times now. Hated almost every trip out there. I just don't like that area of the country. It is not truck friendly. Parking is a huge issue out there. The time never seemed to work out for me. And I also went to a customer where I had to back into a dock that was insane. And I'm not much to complain about this kind of stuff, but I definitely sent a message to my awesome dispatcher and said, "Listen, man, if you ever want to get rid of me, just try to send me back to that place again." Nothing like trying to blindside both ways back into an on-street indoor dock that is insanely narrow in the first place, almost rips your doors off, and you have to have your doors open before you even go into like New York traffic, where people refuse to stop and give you space or give you courtesy in any way whatsoever. They don't care. As soon as I started backing, they started going around me and into the parking lot in front of me, and they're super impatient. So yeah, that was stressful and no fun to do. If it was left up to me, I would say, yep, this is a customer we're not going to bother with servicing, because it's just not safe for our drivers. It's not good for our equipment, because you can tear it up there. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. But I don't make those calls. They do. I just go where they send me. What else is there? Yeah, just beyond the work stuff and the driving, like I said, I got tons of stuff going on here at the house. Projects going on here all the time. This has pretty much been a non-stop remodeling project since I moved here from Oregon, like 8 years ago. So we've done a number of things to this house: roof, siding, roof, windows, doors, heater, yeah, air conditioner, water softener, or sorry, a whole house water filtration system, tankless water heater, we had a bunch of foundation repair. We had a new patio, new garage floor that's been epoxied. Can't wait till that's finished so I can put up my cabinets in there. That's going to look awesome. It's looking great. All the drywall is done in there. This entire basement that I'm standing in right here, this is actually my Harley bar. The bar's on the opposite side of where the camera is, so you can't really see that, but I have pictures of that. I'll throw some pictures up so you can see what it looks like. It's kind of a mess right now because we had all kinds of crap stuffed in here from the garage and from the boys' room where we had to remodel and do some stuff in there, and I got a lot of work to do in here as far as putting stuff back together and cleaning things up because everything's got like an inch of dust on it. So there's that. But anyway, I will try to get out another video to you soon. I don't know what's going to happen here because I know for the next 7 weeks I am really going to be grinding really hard, but we'll see what happens. We'll throw up the next one. I'll try to do it at least within a week or two so we can put up round 2 of the 100 subscriber giveaway, and then we'll keep that going, and I'll try to do a better job of doing that and not making you wait so long. And I appreciate you guys hanging in, watching the videos, commenting, asking your questions. I'm going to try to get to those. I'm sure there's probably some I haven't had a chance to look at them, but I will. And we'll get that out and we'll get going, okay? You guys be good to each other. Don't be a dick.